What's up guys, this is Bussy and here coming at you with another unboxing video. And it's not really an unboxing video, but it is an unboxing video, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It is an unboxing video. We are going to be looking at the content of this particular deck. A theme deck from Neo Genesis called Cold Fusion. This was around the time where basically theme decks started to be maybe a little bit more playable out the box than what they were before. And my friend and I, we tend to have these Pokemon days every once in a while, and we just drink beer and play Pokemon and talk smack, and we have an absolutely great day, a great evening as well. So we decided that we are going to do a few theme deck battles, and my choice was this for one of them. I could not find a new one, but this came in very, very good use condition. The box may be deceiving. The actual cards are basically mint, which I'm going to go through in a second. But also I want to show you what's inside this box, so come on. Let's have a quick look. Inside the box we have the usual crappy damage counters. We have a little survey thingy here. What I do really like though are these counters, particularly the poison counter. I think that's really cool. It's something that they haven't really thought about until we got to this set of Neo Genesis. The rulebook is version 4 advanced rulebook, which is really useful if you're playing the old game, because obviously this is probably the most advanced rulebook that you can find for the base Neo format. And we also have the checklist that goes with this particular obviously themed deck. It details all the different cards from all the different sets. So this is actually a good resource as well, amongst other things, to be able to obviously see that, okay, so if you look for Neo Genesis, we got Cold Fusion. We also have Hotfoot, which runs Quilava, has Azumarill in it, Oddish, Magmar, Magby, Jumpluff, Hip-Hip, Hoppip, sorry, Hip-Hip, Quilava, Skiploom, Bill's Teleporter, Moo Moo Milk, Pokemon March, Professor Round, 2 Super Rods, and a whole bunch of energy, as you would expect from any theme deck, because for some reason Wizards of the Coast thought that half your deck should be energy, which is absolute rubbish. And on top of this, all this stuff, we also get this really cool metal Lugia coin to flip, and listen to this sound. Wow, that is proper. That's proper coin flip shit, isn't it? Oh, I love the sound of it. I cannot wait to start flipping this around when I am poisoning the hell out of my buddy's Pokemon on his side of the table, or whatever. In terms of the deck, this is already sleeved. I have it ready for when we have our next afternoon when we sit down to play. And of course, the all-star of this deck is the Kingdra. Not the Kingdra that you would like to see, not the one with the genetic memory, but this is also an alright Kingdra, and obviously not many theme decks would go all the way up to a stage 2 evolution. Maybe I remember the Machamp deck from base set, of course, but that's the only one I can recall off the top of my head. It is a slightly warped, but that's obviously something that happens to a lot of these foil cards. But besides that, if you have a close look, guys, this is in basically mint condition. It's like it's never been used. It's like someone's opened the box, had a look at the cards, and put them pretty much all back as they were. It's not a horrible Pokemon, and if you do, obviously, theme deck versus theme deck, it's actually a pretty cool card. Unless you run into, like, I don't know, Blackout, for example, that does have energy removals. To get our Kingdra online, we will need, of course, Seadras. And these aren't too bad. You can attack for 1 energy, do a bubble, maybe paralyze. You also have Mud Splash, which is pretty good actually for 2 energy, 30. And you may also be able to switch your opponent's active with one of their benched. Where is it? Is it if your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them and flip a coin. If heads, no, sorry, it doesn't switch. It deals 10 damage for somebody at the bench, so it's really cool actually. That Mud Splash is good for 2 energy, I think. You get a reasonable HP, 70 is okay for a stage 1, and you get the Horsies, and these Horsies can be useful if you ever want to run the genetic memory Kingdra. This Horsey is definitely better than the one we had in Fossil, I believe. Fin Slap is an okay attack. You do need 2 energy though, which is a bit of a pain, but you got no retreat cost, which is always good. So Fin Slap, if an attack damages Horsey during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 20 damage plus 10 more damage. Otherwise, it does 20 damage. It's not great, but if you can, ramp up to Fin Slap, then once you evolve, you can do Mud Splash then with a potentially 40 overall damage. You also get 4 Totodiles, 2 each of the different ones. I think probably the 50 HP is a little bit better, just because for basics, even that 10 HP can mean a lot. Fury Swipes is an alright attack if you're lucky with your coin flips. Leer is okay, you can use it for obviously colorless energy. But the 40 HP Totodile does obviously do more damage, particularly with the Rage attack. Of course, we got Totodiles. We also have Croconaws. We have 1 of each. Again, is probably preferential who likes which one. I really have no real bias. The Sweep Away is better if you're running the second evolution, which looks at all the water energies in your discard. So I would definitely go with that Croconaw and 10 more HP on this particular guy. We also have 4 copies of Mantine. Filler, realistically. Undulated, flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to mental. It's good to obviously draw out the game if you get the coin flip right, but again, for 2 energy, not the best. But 60 HP for a basic, it's alright. Okay, we have another evolution line here. We actually get, as I said, you get some bang for your buck. You get quite a few different evolutions that you can go into. Chinchu. I never really played with this card before. What's cool about this little guy is that you can obviously utilize electric, and you can utilize water energy as well, for obviously water for flail, and your lightning energy for supersonic. You may confuse with that, and flail does 10 damage times the number of damage counters, so you can do like maybe up to 40 damage with that, which is not too bad. We do get 2 copies of Lantern, which is the evolution of this little guy. It has hydroelectric power, which again fits in really well into this particular electric slash lightning slash water deck. So you may make Floodlight do 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Lantern, but not used to pay for Floodlight's energy cost. So for 2 lightning, you deal 20 damage, plus you may paralyze, but you can also just decide to obviously stack water energies onto this guy. So again, if you use Flail for the basic, you are then able to utilize that for Floodlight to deal 30 damage, maybe even 40. What's cool about it, there is actually no limit of how many does count for this Pokemon power, so that's pretty cool. You do also get 1 Elekid, which is great. So you get immediately you got another card that is very useful. Elekid is a great baby Pokemon, and it's used in a lot of decks. The obviously old babies, they don't have weakness, they don't have resistance, they don't have retreat cost, and you have a 50-50 chance to deal 20 damage to your opponent's Pokemon, active Pokemon, if you get the flip right without any energy, so that's cool. But also to be able to do something with Elekid, you can also evolve him into Electabuzz. Again, not the best Electabuzz out there, but you still have an option to obviously evolve Elekid into something more beefy. The swift attacks, not too bad. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, Pokemon powers, or any other effects on the defending Pokemon. So in reality, when you look at this deck as a whole, you have quite a few different avenues of attacking your opponent, which is probably something that I do like about it. It counts for all the weaknesses. If you come against fire, you got water. If you come against water, you got electric. So it's really nice. In that way, it is a little bit balanced. We also have 2 Pikachu. Which again is they have obviously put some thought into this. All our electric Pokemon can do something with water energy as well. Obviously, Lantern is the best probably in that way, but Electabuzz can do a punch for 2 colorless. Pikachu can quick attack for a colorless, or also she can ramp up to agility if you then attach 2 more lightning, and you might be able to prevent all damage. And prevent all effects and damage attacks, including damage done to Pikachu. So that can be useful. And again, I don't think it's like a bad lineup. They have certainly put a little bit more value and definitely more effort into constructing this particular deck. I can't speak for the other one, but if I can get my hands on that as well, I will review it for you guys. But certainly the Horsey is a good addition. The Elekid is a good addition. I quite like these Seadras as well, and I don't think this Kingdra is the worst card either. So it's a pretty cool little deck. Looking forward to shuffle it up. We also get 3 Moo Moo Milk, which allows you to try and remove 2 damage counters. Every time you get the coin flips right, you get 2 coin flips. We have a Super Rod, which again is not too bad. You get either a basic or an evolution out, so that can be useful. Professor Elm, really good addition to this deck. I'm glad Professor Elm's here. It's always a card that is good to be utilized. And then we get a whole bunch of water energy and a whole bunch of lightning energy. But what's cool about these is that, of course, they are Neo Genesis energies, and those aren't always very simple to come about. So I am pretty happy with this purchase, to be honest with you guys. I think you get a good value for what you pay, but depending how much you find it for. I think I paid £30 plus postage for this, but £30 for a nice little metal coin, a cool little rulebook, loads of cool energies, and the Kingdra, and the Elekid, and the Professor Realm. There's definitely some substance in this one. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in next time as well. But for now, Saiyan signing out. Peace out, YouTube.